Hello, everybody. Welcome to Crunch Sports. We're back with some Manchester United news, and I've been joined with Sahish. Hi,
Yeah,
man. How are you
sure.
doing? It's been
Hi, man.
it's been
Thanks
a
for
long time.
inviting me. Yeah, it's been a very long time. What is this? Last
Yeah,
time, or top six?
right. We've been trying to do United news, but we're getting caught up in a lot of stuff. But yeah, let's get straight into it. There's a lot going on at United. Breaking news, news flying left, right, and center. De Jong saga has been prolonged now. It's been going for quite a long time. Martinez deal looks like it's almost done. Ericsson, medical almost. Ronaldo, maybe he's out of options after the breaking news we had. But let's start off with our preseason against Liverpool, 4-0. Did you see that coming?
Oh, no. I expected, a 1-0 loss or a 2-0, probably a tough start to Ten Hag's career at United, but the players showed their class. Even though it was the Liverpool ABC teams, he still showed class. The kids did show their hard work and training, so pretty proud of them. Even though it was against the Liverpool A team, he scored one. Pretty happy
And the
with that.
most interesting thing for me, or more the big positive I took, was the starting 11 which we started. Yeah, I mean, yeah, people only because we won, people are telling that yeah, it's against Liverpool's kids, but it was literally our last season's team, which was absolute shit. And then we did see transformation from that team. We saw different tactics. We saw, yeah, there were mistakes, but we saw a lot of positives. So what do you think about that?
First positive is Daya coming out of his line. That's a massive positive right now for all the Dean Henderson fans right now crying. So yeah, I think massively if people tell that players after 30 they don't improve and they are in their decline. I think David did really prove them wrong about this. So, because there was a lot of controversy around the fact that David won't be the keeper for United anymore. Eric Ten Hag wants a sweeper keeper, but I think David did prove him wrong. So that's an thing of improvement, and the other players are performing well. The nothing to expect from McTominay, but Fred has always been an improvement from Ralph came in.
Yeah.
Martial was a big if he would leave the club and he would see his future somewhere else, but Martial did play well. I mean, it was 6 out of 10 performance from Martial, and he was smiling, so that's good things. Bruno, it was more improvement than last season. No more
He looked
fancy
like a
ball.
different Bruno. He was much
Yeah,
under control.
yeah. You never expected Bruno to give the short passes and look up and play around. Usually, the 2019-20 Bruno, it was the long passes. See someone up front, just blast it up front. Hopefully, it goes to him. But there was a slight improvement from Bruno. Rashford still has to kick his game up. I did see him pushing around and running back and tracking back. But yeah, I think Sancho was one of the best out there. He had more freedom and he was getting the ball more, playing with his feet, and he was playing around with the Liverpool's defense. And you know
Like,
how Konate is. He's a big, tank outside in the defense. That's a huge improvement from the squad. And the kids did play well. There was a lot of pressing, and the players were playing a very high line, and they were tracking back, and they were getting the ball back. So it's major improvements from the training of 2 weeks. So that's a good thing. What about you? What do you think?
yeah, I agree with most of the points you said. First of all, the pressing. We did press. Yeah, at times we got opened up. Maybe that's because of the lack of practice they had or the lack of professional or an out and out CDM. Secondly, I was very impressed with the way our fullbacks played. They weren't always uh, away. They tucked in. They played inverted, especially Dallo. I thought from the right hand side, he was giving some amazing through balls to Sancho, and that right hand side of Diego Dallo and Sancho. Now Sancho has been moved back to right wing. That's looking good now because for all these years we know that we have been more predominant on the left side, but this time around hopefully we can see that. And like you said, Martial, looking happy, he's pressing, the team pressed as like, yeah, I mean, pressing is not about running around like a headless chicken, but it's also about how the team presses, and I was impressed with that. We played a higher line. Also, special mention I would like to give is Victor Lindelof. I think there were a few amazing crosses from the left hand side which Lindelof cleared away. So that was another positive. Like you said, De Gea's sweeper keeping, he was coming out of his line. He was trying, at least when he had the ball, he was trying to find a target. And so those were the improvements which I saw. And also the young kids, Charlie Savage and Zidane.
Incredible talent.
Even Ten Hag was surprised. He there was a quote out there I saw later after the game. That Ten Hag was surprised with the quality shown by Zidane, and he was surprised how he hasn't been in the first team. So
You
that he
know,
might be a breakthrough player now this season.
yeah, because there are a lot of talents like Rancho and many more upcoming talents from the squad. But no one expected Zidane to come out and boss around a Fabinho, Champions League winner or Premier League winner. Yeah, that's maybe the preseason of Liverpool just playing around with United. But Zidane coming up with such a big defender, big midfielder against him shows real talent, and I think
And
we
both
still
both of
have.
them both of
Yeah,
them look very comfortable on the ball.
yeah, I think we have got a future, box to box players. Maybe even a CDM from Charlie Savage. But yeah, there are a lot of talents coming up from the youth, and even our players are performing well. So we still have options. And one player I really want to see in preseason is James Garner.
Hmm.
He was talked about a lot when he was coming back from Forest. That's a big thing. Let's hopefully we can see him in tomorrow's game.
I think he has a knock. He's a little injured. He's not 100% sure, but hopefully we see him because it might be a big season for him, and not just him. It might be a big season for us if Jimmy Garner gets into the team. Like you said, Charlie Savage and Zidane, they are looking promising. We've got Alejandro coming through. We've got Hannibal Mejbri or Mabry. Then Elanga did well. Ahmad Pelestri came and scored.
Yeah, Pelistri. Yeah, Ahmad and Pelistri, if you give them proper loan moves to a Premier League team, maybe you give them a chance at United and move them on to lower Premier League teams, give them a loan of one or two, give them a good manager like Vieira or, a Conte who can use them and utilize their potentials and bring them back to United. I'm telling you, they'll be the future of United. At
I
one point we have to replace Sancho and Rashford. So I think both of them are for the future. Probably 5, 6 years more, 10 years more. But Pelistri and Ahmad are good talents. We have picked them up really well.
and we paid big bucks to get them, both of them.
Yeah.
And I think one of them can go out on loan. It might be hard for Ten Hag to fit both in. I'd like to see Ahmad probably go out on loan because he looked a little lightweight for me. And but Pellistri, I was impressed by Pellistri. I mean, he was drawing in fouls other than the goal which he scored, which was a very good finish. He was attracting the defenders. He was winning fouls. So maybe one of them can stay here and the other goes out on loan. And like you said, to a decent Premier League side or maybe a championship side instead of sending him to Alaves or Rangers where it didn't quite work for them. But keeping them in England might be the good thing. But
Yeah.
getting on to the next topic, Martinez done deal finally. What do you think about this? How where do you see him fit into that team? How does Ten Hag use him now?
Honestly, no one paid attention to Ajax until Eric Ten Hag was linked to United. Ajax was just, a team that went on to.
Frankie is on his way, bro. Deal agreed with Barcelona. तुम लोग बस पैसा दे दो बात उसको जो whatever you owe him, no? Just give it to him first, then we can move
नहीं
on.
मिलेगा, नहीं मिलेगा, कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा.
Bro, just imagine you're Frankie, okay? And Barca is spending what 60, 70 million on Rafinha, and this guy is like, what? Give me my money, bro. Give me my wages.
And they want Lewandowski, they want who and all, and they're still not paying Frankie. That's crazy. I think that's like different situations for Barca. But coming back to Martinez, Samuel, he's gone.
नहीं दूंगा भाई. You remember
Samuel is
this?
gone.
We last season when I think during the January transfer window, we three were having a chat and we're like, give us Frankie.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that
yeah.
time Frankie was like a dream signing, and we knew that it's not possible
That's
at
not
all.
gonna happen.
But yeah, we just wanted him because he fits what we need. And look how the tables have turned.
Samuel नहीं मिलेगा, कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा तेरे को. Yeah. So coming back
But
to
yeah, I mean, sticking to Frankie, before we move on to Martinez, David Ornstein with an exclusive just a few minutes ago that United have reached a total agreement with Barca for 75 million euros plus 10 million on add-ons. 75 million
Soumil,
euros, that's around 63 million pounds. 63 million pounds for Frankie de Jong. What do you think?
I mean, that's a really good fee for what we got him. By the way, Sawmill, he's done. Not getting him back. Didn't respect him. He's gone. But yeah, I think what Barca paid to Ajax for Frankie, I think was 70 to 75 million approx. I'm not sure.
Yeah, let me
But
just
yeah,
quickly check. You can go ahead.
I, yeah. So that was 75. So I think Barca are making the money back with Frankie's situation, and I honestly didn't think the Frankie deal would happen because until unless it was his contract situation and the situation in which Barca are in right now. But without Eric Ten Hag's pull, I don't think you would have pulled him anyhow.
Yeah,
No manager in the
very
world could
true.
have asked him to come to
Imagine
United.
we would have got Poch. There was no way we're getting Frankie,
You would have probably
especially with
got,
our Champions League.
yeah. So that's a big pull from our manager, and convincing him is the big problem because we are not in Champions League. But he did play Europa with Barca last season, and with our project coming up right now, it's a really good project to attract players into our club. So just hopefully this is just one season of Europa and we move on to Champions League and don't come down again. But there will be downs. Frankie will have to go through the downs with us, but hopefully he is there for a long term. What do you think, Ashwin?
Look, someone wants to come in the stream. You can hop in. I'm not kidding. I mean, just text me. I'll send you the link
Let's
if
invite him. I wanna
if you want to come in.
I wanna hear Saumal's
Let's
excuses.
have a United and a Barcelona fan debate. Just ping me if you want to come in.
I wanna hear Saumal's excuses of Frankie not joining.
There's a lot we can talk about Barcelona, but sticking to Frankie, I think it's a very good deal. I think it's a fair price for both the clubs. Barca getting good money for him, and we are paying what he is worth. I think he's probably worth more than we are paying him. If Barca weren't in debt, I think he is a 100 million player, and they probably wouldn't be selling him. So I think I'm happy with that. And also for me, 60 million, it's worth it for the fact that he is Frankie's player. Sorry, Ten Hag's player. Ten Hag desperately wants Frankie De Jong because he just wants him. So he is a player I would desperately want at club. And if you want to back Ten Hag, you need to get him the players you want. Yes, we lost on Darwin Nunez. He wanted him. We lost on him, and rightly so. 100 million on a striker who missed the open goal against us is is very expensive. But we know we suck at midfield, and our midfield is very, very, very poor. We're probably down there in the Premier League with the midfield, so we needed an upgrade, especially with the way Ten Hag wants to play. He wants ball carriers. He wants players who are good in possession, who are good in pressing, who are anti-press as well. And De Jong fits that bill. So I'm very happy with the deal, and hopefully it will go through. I think it's about time. Moving on to the next, Lisandro Martinez rejected Arsenal, and he's on his way to Old Trafford. What do you think about that?
Honestly, no one, like I was telling, no one knew about Ajax. The Ajax was just a team which reached the semi-final of 2019 under a new manager, upcoming talent in managers who's going to be a good manager in the upcoming years. No one ever dreamt of him coming to United and bringing his players up to here. But recently, when Eric Ten Hag was announced as a manager, we started looking more into Ajax players. We have Ajax players, we have Dutch players in our squad. We have Donny, we have Malasia. We are going to hopefully get Frankie and Martinez. Honestly, during the window when it was happening, it was expected that Timber would be the first signing from Ajax. But that deal didn't happen because our ex-manager was very salty, Louis Van Gaal.
Did you
But
see? Did you see that when they recently asked Malasia whether he
did
spoke to
you,
Louis Van Gaal, and he
Louis
said
Van
no.
Gaal.
No, that's
So
my left back. Sit down,
that's
Louis.
the talent we need. But yeah, we didn't. Last season, defensive midfielders needed very badly, and we didn't sign anyone. We thought going into this window, the manager would bring a defensive mid to this club, but that didn't happen, and we kept on going. 3 months of Frankie De Jong, and then we went on to a left back, and then Ericsson. And when people still expect Martinez to play as the CDM, what we need him, but seeing his old matches, he's a very versatile player. Can play almost the full defense and the midfield. Probably not that attacking mid, but he can probably play a box to box defensive midfielder and a left back and a centre back. So he can cover up all the places that United lack in right now. Centre backs for sure. We have Varane, but we have Lindelof too. But we still need a solid Argentinian centre back. We need that aggression on the field, and we need someone to not fuck around the players and while playing around. We'll see. I've seen Harry Maguire do a lot of shit, even though being a captain he does that shit. So that is one thing I expect from Martinez to do it, and he's Argentinian, so I can expect some aggression on the field for sure. And if Eric Ten Hag wants any player, I'm gonna back him up.
Exactly. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, we might everyone's saying, yeah, he's going for Dutch players, he's going for comfort players who he knows, but I wouldn't be against that because look, we saw what happened last season under Ralph Ragnick, especially because they didn't like Ralph, so they just down tools. They didn't try. They just gave up and threw him under the bus. So maybe Ten Hag is not wrong to get players who he trusts, who he already has a relationship with, so that these players who down tools last season. I mean, yeah, it's a new season. We move on. We give everyone a new chance, but then you can't forget last season because then you won't be learning from what happened last season. So I'm not against what Ten Hag is doing in this summer. I don't think it'll happen what we are doing right now, going for the Dutch players, going for ex Ten Hag players. I don't think that'll happen next season. So I'm not against that. And like you said, people are questioning Martinez. They question Timber's height issues. Yeah, they're not the biggest lads. I think Martinez is 5'10". But if you compare Martinez's aerial duel stats, it's not bad. He's a very aggressive defender. Like you said, aggression is something Martinez can be associated with. He's quick, first of all. That's a very big thing considering we have to play in a higher line. And Maguire is very, very slow. He can't do that for shit. And he's left footed, again, gives us more balance. Third, like you said, he's very versatile. He can play left back, he can play center back, he can play a CDM if required. So good price, and he knows Ten Hag. He's at the right age. I think he's 25, if I'm not wrong. So
I think
good
24,
age.
25.
Yeah, that's a good age, and Ten Hag wants him. So go get him. And let's not forget, he was Ajax's player of the season.
Yeah, he's
Absolutely.
24.
So
He's
he's
24.
20.
So
Okay, that's a very good age, is it? He's
yeah,
not old. He's got room to develop, of course. But it'll be interesting to see where Ten Hag uses him. I think he'll play as a centre back. There was an interview before when Ten Hag was the Ajax manager about where he thinks Martinez's best position. Martinez did start off as a CDM, and then he got dragged back to play as a centre back. And look, I wouldn't be against him playing as a CDM because we desperately need a CDM. But I think he's going to play as a centre back for the fact that if Varane is fit, I think you play Varane and Martinez. But the only problem for me is Varane staying fit.
I think the medical team is lacking a bit at United. I mean, I have noticed it a lot with players getting frequently injured. They come back from injury and they're going back to injury again. So I think the medical team is lacking at United, and I think the manager is trying to improve that. So hopefully we don't go through any tough injuries. Injuries will occur during the season, but they'll hopefully be for a week or something, so the players recover quick. But I think we do have squad depth right now at our club, in all the players almost except the forwards.
Right. I think Martinez, Ronaldo, and Ericsson might be on the flight soon to Australia to join the team for the preseason. Talking about Ronaldo, is he out of options now? Romano confirmed that Chelsea don't want Ronaldo now, so that leaves only Bayern Munich, who on two occasions have publicly stated that they don't want Ronaldo. What do you think? But before that, there's been gate crash
Let's
here.
welcome.
किसको प्रॉब्लम है बताओ,
किसको problem?
किसको चाहिए फ्रेंकी है, बताओ बताओ.
See, this wasn't planned at all. Okay, suddenly इस ये आ गया.
अबे
तो
वो 3
बताओ
वाला
एक.
कर ले.
हाँ, बता क्या करना है.
आप बताओ, आपको फ्रेंकी चाहिए
फ्रेंकी कब से चाहिए हमें.
है? आप जो है हमें 85 मिलियन दे दो, 85 मिलियन दे दो और ले लो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. उसके बाद हम बर्नार्डो सिल्वा ले लेंगे.
घंटा
अरे
लोगे तो.
कितना पैसा चाहिए आप बोलिए सर.
भाई देखो, अभी
तुम
सबने
किसी
बोला
तू
था ना.
तू किसी को भी ले ले. बर्नार्डो को ले ले. इज गुड फॉर अस. सिटी का एक प्लेयर जाएगा. हमें जो प्लेयर चाहिए वो ले लेगा. तो हमें उससे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
चल
भाई हम लोग तेरे को
चल कोई
स्क्वाड
बात
डेप्थ भी दे
नहीं.
देंगे.
अगर
तेरे को जो प्लेयर चाहिए यूनाइटेड से
हाँ
ले ले तेरे को
यूनाइटेड से
जो
कोई नहीं
चाहिए ले.
चाहिए.
नहीं यूनाइटेड, हाँ फ्रेड दे दो भाई बस.
ले लो हमको कोई
बस
प्रॉब्लम
फ्रेड
नहीं
ही
है. ले लो.
चाहिए हमें.
चाहिए.
फ्रेड और मैकटोमिनी एक पैकेज में आते हैं, दोनों ले लो.
हाँ, दोनों मैकफ्रेड है ना. एक ही आदत है. एक साथ
हैरी
खेलते
मैगवायर
हैं
भी
सब
ले
एक
लो.
साथ.
हैरी मैगवायर भी ले लो तीनों.
but you know the the degradation that this guy will have if he goes to United. He'll be playing with Sergio Busquets and Pedri over here, and there he'll have to play with what? Fred and McTominay.
That's an upgrade.
Upgrade.
Massive upgrade.
McFred is here. Sergio Busquets and Pedri is here. Levels.
Oh yeah.
What do you
Any
think?
of
I
it.
mean,
No,
are you,
I
as a
don't.
Barca fan, are you
I don't.
disappointed the way Barca have handled the situation? Considering he is, I think we've probably lost him.
Yeah.
But
No,
okay.
I think the way Barca are handling their players and letting them go, it's very bad from the club side, because even Danny Alves told that the club doesn't care about the players that are staying. Oh, welcome
Bro,
back. Welcome
Yeah.
back.
did you see the whole what do you call the thing he said? He said the
No.
off-field
Context.
things which are happening. That's where the things are going wrong, not the people who are managing the club. These media guys, they'll put off something. कुछ वो उसने वो कुछ part बोला, and then
Yeah,
they'll
that always
start.
happens.
Yeah,
Okay.
that always
They'll take
happens.
one quote and they'll just tell.
Yeah, and
out of
then after
context.
that he went on to appreciate Xavi. He went on to appreciate Laporta, that these guys are managing great, and I am very much grateful for them for giving me a second chance for Barca. So
But
this
what
is
do you
what
think?
happened.
I mean, yeah, what do you think as a Barca fan? Are you like disappointed that De Jong is going? Would you like to keep him?
See.
Of course.
See, right now, I think I mean, everyone knows it's only a financial thing, because it's not like we don't want De Jong. De Jong is like, if he stays, of course, he'll start the game. But if De Jong is not there, हमारे पास गावी है भाई, हमारे पास पेद्री है. We'll get off Bernardo Silva कहीं ना कहीं से. वो अभी एक आया ना, Pablo Torre. The new guy will come. That's the thing with Barca. Okay, they have a very good academy, and the players that they get from their academy, they are superb. And even Ricky Puig got overlooked, and he's going somewhere else now. So that's the quality that we have in our midfield right now. So if De Jong is not there, I think there are people to cover up for his what do you call for his position. But yeah, of course he's a big player too. He's a big blow for us to go. But he'll get us the money. So that is a bigger thing.
And that money might be useful for Lewandowski. So I don't think Barca fans can cry over that a lot.
Yeah, but that money we already have for Lewandowski. So that money will be used might be for Koundé or someone else. You never know.
I remember Samuel telling me, Lewandowski, bro, too old for the club, the striker. We need a young option,
Exactly. I still agree to that. Yeah, see, that was when Haaland didn't join, what do you call, City. So now we know we can't afford Haaland, of course. But yeah, I think if it was a choice between Haaland, if we were ever given a choice between Haaland and Lewandowski, I would have gone for Haaland. I wouldn't go for Lewandowski in this one.
Yeah, I think that is
everyone
sensible.
would go over Haaland.
Yeah. It's not that Lewandowski is not a good player. Of course, he's the best striker right now. But this guy has more. This guy is like very young. He's like 21, 22 something. And I think he'll be much better. But he chose City. So Rest
You
in
know,
peace,
Akhil,
United.
like, you know the way Barca actually let go
No,
Frankie go.
no, first. मेरे को पहले बोलने दो.
हाँ, बोल.
देखो भाई, अटैक में उनके पास है रियाद माहरेज और हालैंड, और उनकी मिडफील्ड तो तुम जानते ही हो, केविन डी ब्रुयना. One pass from Kevin De Bruyne and he's in the United defense. He has what? To go past Eric Bailly and और कौन है? Varane तो इंजर्ड पड़ा रहेगा तो ठीक है, उसको तो बाहर ही निकालो.
Harry Maguire.
We are getting one
उसको कैप्टन बनाया ना
Argentine.
अभी तुमने.
वही तो
अरे
कैप्टन
भाई
था
मत
ना.
पूछो. I think it's tragedy, but we are getting Argentinian blood, you know. Argentinian
Bro,
blood.
that guy is good.
Aggression.
That guy is really good.
Aggression.
I've seen him
I
play.
think Sommel would have seen him more than we
Yeah,
did.
Sommel would have seen him.
I've seen him play, and not just for Argentina, I've seen him play for Ajax as well, and that guy is superb. Like, his ball carrying is too good, but defensively, I think he's not the best, but ball carrying is superb. He can play as a CDM.
I
I think
think
that's
You
what
can
Ten Hag
definitely
wants him.
definitely
You look
play.
at
If you're playing as a double pivot and you have Frankie De Jong and Lisandro Martinez in your team, play Lisandro Martinez and him. Don't play Fred and McTominay. उसको बाहर निकालो.
बट
You
वही
know,
प्रॉब्लम है ना, मार्टिनेज को जैसे मिडफील्ड पे खिलाएगा ना, फिर मैगवायर वापस आ जाता टीम पे.
हाँ, and Maguire
No, don't
can't
play
run back.
Maguire also. Play Victor Lindelof
Lindelof.
instead of him. उसको खिलाओ ही मत, उस बंदे को टीम से बाहर निकालो भाई.
अरे
उसको
भाई,
पता नहीं रखा ही क्यों है.
अरे, you remember there was a report Barca rejected. Sorry,
What bullshit was that?
no. Who rejected? The manager rejected Harry Maguire from joining Barcelona, or Barcelona rejected something like that.
Yeah.
That's some
See.
crap, bro. Even we know that no one wants him, so we're not even offering him to any clubs.
Exactly. Even
Arey.
Barca situation is very tricky right now. You know, if we don't have a right back right now. I mean, we have Serginho Dest, but we don't have a cover for him. And I don't think so Serginho Dest can start all the games and he can play that world class. He can give us those world class performances and all. But we need one right back. एक लेफ्ट बैक भी आ जाए तो भी चलेगा, एक सेंटर बैक आ जाए, एक
और
मिडफील्डर आ जाए,
एक स्ट्राइकर आ जाए, एक
बस
मिडफील्डर आ
और
जाए.
कुछ नहीं चाहिए.
एक राइट विंगर तो ऑलरेडी आ रहा है.
हाँ, और एक कीपर भी चाहिए, बस बैकअप
हाँ,
कीपर.
keeper, सब
हाँ
चाहिए.
भाई,
हमें भी
भाई तू एक काम कर.
सेम सिचुएशन.
नहीं
We
एक
can
काम
relate.
कर. नहीं एक काम कर. रोनाल्डो का भी सऊदी क्लब से ऑफर है 210 million.
Yeah,
वो तेरे को पूरा
what is
ट्रांसफर
that?
कर देगा. पूरा ट्रांसफर
हाँ.
कर देगा, तू एंजॉय कर.
See, I'll say this, okay? I mean, not many people will agree with me on this, but I think if Ansu Fati and all of them are fit right now in our attack that we have right now, and if we get a chance to sign, you know, if we have an option to go for Koundé or Lewandowski, I'll go for Koundé for this one. Because अभी डिफेंस में कोई भी नहीं है भाई. मतलब सेंटर बैक में you have Ronaldo, that guy is a rock, you know. But other than him, if you go for Eric Garcia, yeah, he'll give you good 2 or 3 games, and then he'll lack that, you know, physicality, I'll say. And yeah, but in the attack, you'll always have Aubameyang, who is ready to score. You'll always have Ferran Torres, who makes excellent runs, but he has to work on his finishing. And Rafinha,
You have
another big.
You know, you
big,
have Depay
big,
also. Depay
Oh
also.
हाँ,
is
Depay
there.
भी है. Yeah,
Depay
see,
लेकिन-
अगर Lewandowski नहीं आता तो Depay will stay, I think. So हाँ, अगर Depay चाहिए तो बताओ. तो
हमें तो
उसका
खरीद
कितना
लिया,
दोगे? उसका कितना दोगे?
10-20
तुम्हारा
रुपया
रोनाल्डो जा
ले
रहा
ले.
है ना? रोनाल्डो जा रहा है ना?
नहीं
जा रहा है नहीं जा रहा पता नहीं.
नहीं यार, पता नहीं.
अभी तक तो आ रहा नहीं हो. वहाँ ब्लड.
But where will he go? I mean,
That's the thing.
where can
Where is he
Ronaldo?
going?
He can't go anywhere.
अरे भाई,
The
the
only
worst
option
part
for him
is,
is Bayern Munich.
No one wants
every-
him.
अरे
See,
every club
he's like the second best player in the world, but no one wants him.
same
And
thing
rightly
is-
so. I mean, he's 38.
Yeah.
अरे the
Exactly.
worst part is George Mendes went to Barcelona to agree a deal for Bernardo Silva. From where Ronaldo is coming, no one knows. Laporta has told,
Exactly.
I want Ronaldo in the club. The whole media has gone mad. Twitter has
Imagine
gone
the
No.
mad.
meltdown if Ronaldo
never-
was to Barca.
Meltdown.
Bro, you remember the last time also he was linked with Barcelona,
Yeah.
and Laporta jokingly he said that yeah, Ronaldo can come to Barcelona if he wants, and these guys made it like a big issue that he's linked. Of course he won't come to Barcelona. Why will Barca and why will a Barca fan accept? Why will Real Madrid accept him in that
Did you
league?
Do you remember when he was linked at City and the meltdown? There was a
Oh
daylight
Yeah,
at
at
home
yeah,
base.
United, at
That
exactly.
would have
United.
been what would happen at Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Everything is
And
gone.
that's like a
Remove it.
way bigger rivalry because City has very
Exactly.
less fans and we have, one big fan base, both the teams. So
So
it would
it's
have
like
been
a
a
huge
Allah
chaos.
huge,
Akbar,
huge fight.
pura full fight.
Full fight.
Yeah, you
But
never know, bro.
yeah,
Okay,
so
I'll ask you this. So Liverpool, they got Darwin Nunes and Haaland. These guys got. Do you think Liverpool can win the title over City this time? I'm not counting anyone else over here because we all know that it is either City or it is Liverpool. It is no और कोई हो ही
don't
नहीं
don't
सकता.
don't sleep on Chelsea.
I'm
Don't sleep
not
on Chelsea.
no. See,
Koulibaly,
I
Sterling.
know.
Koulibaly,
I
Sterling.
know, I know. See. I'll tell you this. Chelsea will play good for half the season.
Yeah,
Then
वो
other
सही है.
half their players will get injured. Sterling, his injury woes, and Reece James is injured a lot too,
Even I
and
think
even
Koulibaly
Chilwell.
has a bad.
Yeah,
Koulibaly
Koulibaly
also has
has
a bad
and
record.
yeah, he played in Italy, and now he's gonna play in Premier League, so it's gonna be a different
And the
different
other
team.
centre back is what 38-year-old
भाई
Thiago Silva.
एक बारी उसको लीड्स यूनाइटेड के अगेंस्ट खेलते हुए देख लेंगे फिर उसके बाद पता चल जाएगा कि दैट इज अ रियली गुड फिट फॉर प्रीमियर लीग और नॉट.
But
अरे
yeah,
भाई
I mean,
लीड्स के अगेंस्ट तो हैरी मैगवायर भी अच्छा खेलता है यार. He scored
answering
a
your
bloody
question. What do
header.
you think, Sahish? What do you think? Liverpool, do they have chances against City?
Honestly, I think City will take the title over Liverpool again. I'm pretty sure Haaland will smash in goals. He probably won't start scoring in the first 4-5 months. People will start telling Haaland is a waste of money and all of that. But second half of the season, he'll start blasting in goals.
Yeah,
City
Crazy
still
same. I
haven't
insane.
agree to
started the
that.
pre-season, right?
No,
For
no,
some
no.
No, they
They
reason,
haven't
haven't.
started. They haven't.
They will start, I think,
I think it's on
August.
21st.
August में
Pre-season
था ना?
21st.
अच्छा
नहीं,
नहीं
अगले
नहीं,
हफ्ते.
are these
This
guys going to
August.
US?
Who?
No,
City? Oh yeah, they
Arsenal
are
are
going
going
to
to
City. No,
City.
no.
Arsenal
City
are
and
going.
Chelsea have
City.
City and Chelsea have a friendly game at
Yeah,
in the
City are
US.
going to US, right?
Yeah.
हाँ. So all of these teams will be there. No, even Barca is in US, I think. I think they'll be
Really?
leaving for US. I'm
Teams
not so
usually do
sure.
go to US. Yeah,
Yeah, they do
Yeah.
but
a lot.
for now, City are playing only two friendlies. I don't know why. They're playing against some club America and against Bayern Munich.
They're not playing against Chelsea.
No, that's Arsenal, Florida
Oh,
Cup.
Bayern Munich one will be tricky. Sadio Mane, new in costume.
Haaland back against. Wait. So that City
See,
game will give a clue how Haaland plays. If he
Yeah.
can
yeah,
deal. See, for Haaland, it's about gelling into the team. For Haaland, the
exactly.
problem isn't fitting into Premier League. It's about gelling in with his team and how his team can build around him.
Exactly.
But I think it's City's title. I mean, look at the signings they're making. Haaland, they've got Kellen Phillips. I think he's a fantastic player.
United से लेके गया ना.
Yeah, we
United
wanted
was
him.
interested for him.
Yeah,
We
but
wanted him.
he's a Leeds guy, so we knew there wasn't.
Yeah,
much
he was
chance
born
of
and
us.
brought up at Leeds, so it was a
Yeah, and he's
very
a Leeds captain.
There was another guy, no, Declan Rice.
Hey, Rice, 150
guys-
million they're asking, bro.
Rice. Our whole budget
Then
is gone, bro.
De Jong is worth 250 million then.
See, all
Rice-
these English players, no,
Yeah.
they'll not work anywhere else. They can't work anywhere else.
They can't work anywhere
You,
else.
have you ever seen an English player playing in an Italian league or playing in
Yes.
this
Bundesliga
में
one क्या
Sancho.
नाम है?
Chris
बुंडेसलीगा में सांचो है, जूड बेलिंगम है, बट इसमें क्या
Chris
बोलते हैं
Smalling.
स्पेन में?
Chris Smalling.
स्पेन में
Chris
भी
Smalling.
उनको खेलते देखा है.
Chris
Smalling,
Smalling.
what half season he did shit.
स्पेन में also they can't play because their क्या नाम है, बॉल कंट्रोल ही नहीं है भाई उनके पास.
They're
क्या
not
खेलेंगे?
technically very good.
और
Yeah.
क्या?
I mean, you look at Spanish players. You talk about Spain midfielders. Yeah, it's filled with technique. But English players are more about pace. They're more about quick counters.
Physicality.
They are more about physicality and pace.
Exactly.
Most of the players, you look at them, they are about pace. So
Yeah.
that's why they don't usually fit in well in Spain or somewhere else.
I hate Barca for one reason. They got Gavi, bro. That kid is pure talent. I'm telling you, the one reason why Laporta is
Gavi,
like
Pedri.
Frankie can leave the club is because of Gavi. That kid
Gavi,
is
yes.
pure talent.
There won't be a massive downgrade
exactly.
for them.
Yeah, he has aggression, he has technique, he has the vision.
But he
Amazing
shouldn't be a
player.
starter though. he shouldn't be a out and
Uh,
out starter. Yeah, he should
Yeah,
वो भी
start
सही
with
है.
a few, but he shouldn't be an out and out starter, because if he's an out and out starter, then you'll have to look at another backup option, and if he doesn't perform well, then he'll have all that pressure and everything. So I don't want
you
that.
And
know, because
it's
Barca
that's
has
true.
to, Barca has to like take care of him properly because he's what, 18, 17, 18,
No, no, he's 17. He'll turn
17.
18
So
this year.
yeah, so Barca have to really take care of his future because look at what happened to
Exactly.
Mason. You never know what's going to happen with a person. So Barca have to really, have to take care of the kid very well. They
Yeah.
have to
And
because
I
if they want
not just
another Messi into the club, they have to like really take care of Gavi right now.
Ansu Fati, all these players.
all those
See,
come in that
even
category.
see that's where Laporta comes in place. Okay, so I think you guys will remember in 2008 when we sold Ronaldinho. The sole reason of selling Ronaldinho was because he could have been a bad influence on Messi.
Yeah,
So
I remember seeing that.
these guys don't want any bad influence on their star kids, because we have already suffered with one of the kids. I don't know if you remember, his name was Bohan
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah,
So
Bohan.
he was named as, he was going to be the next Messi or something,
He
these
had
guys were
like
selling.
more
But
he had more academy goals than Messi, right? During the
exactly,
yeah.
yeah. So that didn't happen, and I think the sole reason was his discipline, and I think he got injured too a lot. So you have
That
to
वो
take care of
injury
your
is
kids a lot.
also a massive because क्या
Yeah.
अभी 17 साल के लड़के को बोलेगा जाके 60
And the
matches खेलो.
best part about Gavi is he's physical and he doesn't get injured that often.
Yeah, I've noticed that all a lot.
The best part, and he's like the most physical player that we have in our midfield
I've
after
noticed that
Kessie
a
now.
lot. I've noticed that a lot during the
Kessie is
Nation
an
League.
amazing signing, dude.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah.
freaking
Barca have
tank.
actually made moves. They're
Yeah,
planning to
Barca
get
doing good.
yeah, they're planning to get Aspilicueta and Alonso, I guess. It's one
yeah,
of them.
but I
Alonso
don't
is
think
Alonso.
so. Alonso, I don't think so. We'll get it. See, Alonso will be a backup.
that's
So if Jordi Alba's backup we need, so I think he'll be only his backup. And as far as
Alonso is
Aspilicueta is
not good
concerned, I
enough to
think.
start for Barca and all. Hey bro,
Yeah,
Alonso,
honestly.
you'll find
See,
9 times out of 10, no? You'll
have you
find
seen him?
Alonso
Have you
near
seen him?
that your opposite's goal.
Have you
Defense में
seen him
रहेगा
play
ही
for
नहीं वो.
Spain? Have you seen him play for Spain?
I've
He
I
seen
plays
him
saw
much
play.
better. He plays
I have
much better for Spain than he plays for Chelsea.
I have
And
just seen
there's a
the
reason,
Chelsea Madrid
because
game.
yeah, and Luis Enrique and Xavi have like a similar philosophy. So I'm not saying he'll be a good player. I mean he's not going to be a starter or anything, but yeah, he can provide you with that backup. Oh, I forgot, we have Sergio Roberto also. So Roberto
हाँ वही
is
right
leaving.
back पे हुआ है.
Yeah, I thought there's no right back, but yeah, we have
Arey,
Roberto too.
man plays centre back, center mid also, no? Roberto.
His actual position was centre mid. He had to play as a right back because Dani Alves left in 2016.
But then he
So
kept playing there and he got used to the
yeah,
position.
he got used to it, but nah, I don't want
Nah.
it.
So who all do you have you signed now? You've got Kessie, fantastic
Yeah,
signing. और कौन है?
Christensen,
Christensen, good signing. और
Rafinha.
हाँ, what do you think about Rafinha? I mean, you just signed Ferran Torres for like 60 million. तो क्या होगा अभी?
Where are we
Rafinha for
getting the money
75.
from, bro? 75 million. How do we get the money? See, I have not seen Rafinha play that much, to be honest. But from what I've heard and from all the all these articles that I have read, he seems to be kind of the typical Brazilian player that we all know.
Yeah.
But he also has a good mentality, which not every Brazilian has. So like Neymar and all, they are very much into partying and everything. I don't think so. This guy is very much into that, and if he stays disciplined, I think he'll be a good good for us, because I think he plays on the right wing, right?
He
Yeah, on
does.
the right wing.
Yeah. So,
About
but right wing is
discipline,
all.
about
Huh.
discipline over Rafinha, that's a very good positive because there was this pic I saw. I mean, after Leeds survived relegation, वो he's a Christian ना, तो Christianity पे ऐसा था कि he went to Brazil and there was a street of
Huh.
like a few kilometers. So he
Huh.
crawled that. He literally crawled it
Oh, okay.
on his knees from there till there. So yeah, he
Okay, I
was
think that shows determination and
Yeah, he's
his
very
will
determined.
to.
He's
You know
yeah, that's a
that
very big positive.
the thing is for Rafinha, what we have seen against all the United Leeds game, whatever that has happened this season, he's like Samuel told, a typical Brazilian player on the right wing with the samba skills, all of that running down the wing, proper Brazilian player. But Barca did overpay for a
Yeah,
Rafinha, for a player who is having
Yeah, I
what
agree.
7 to 8 goals, assists, whatever he had for that reason. You rather pay 75 million for a better winger who has better stats right now. I would rather pay 80 million for Nkuku right now than if you ask me to pay 80 million for Rafinha. That's the
Rafi.
difference because
Exactly.
See,
I
Rafinha
all
agree to
is.
that.
Huh.
because Chelsea,
See,
because the
go
honestly
ahead.
all the three players right now, all of us linked, all of them rejected Arsenal on the face. 1 point on the face. Thanks for Arsenal fans, for making the compilation of all the three players. But yeah, Leeds are asking a lot of money for all of the players right now. I think for Phillips, City paid 50, 55 million.
Yeah,
43 million
Yeah,
pounds.
43 million. So that's a lot. If you
Yeah.
even consider Phillips' injury record and the season he's having right now, if you was
He has a
a
lot of
Spanish,
weaknesses though, but he knows his weaknesses.
yeah, and you consider the same player in a Spanish league, same player you'll get him for 25 to 30 million each. A proper CDM of Phillips you'll get for 25 to 20 million, and a proper right winger for 45, 50 million. That's it.
Exactly. I think you guys will be aware of a player called Danny Parejo,
yeah.
Yeah,
the center midfielder.
Villarreal, Valencia, or
If
Villarreal.
Valencia,
yeah, he was in Valencia, then he moved to Villarreal. So
Villarreal.
if players like him, could have come to Premier League, I think they would have cost him what, around 40 to 50 million.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
if a central midfielder from England, say Declan Rice, say for example, if he comes to Spain, no one will pay for him. कोई pay ही
Exactly.
नहीं करेगा.
No,
No
No,
the
the
one
thing
wants
thing
to
is,
pay. But only in England he has that value. He goes out of England, there's no value for him
the
because
thing
he's
is,
not
and
that
the
once
great.
thing, see, Rafinha, it's a good, he's a good player, but like I said, it's very, very, very overpriced.
I agree to
See,
that.
Richarlison is English, but there's a massive difference between those two players. Richarlison is about pace, physicality, but Rafinha is more about technical ability. He's a very good technical player. So I think he will do well, but उसका वही एक problem हो सकता है कि price. Maybe
Yeah.
he'll take that कि मेरे को करना है Barca. First of all, I'm playing for Barcelona. That is his dream club, and then you're going for like 75 million to Barcelona. That's the only negative or drawback for Rafinha can be the price tag, where he
Yeah.
tries. कभी कभी होता है ना, when you're trying to dribble, you try extra instead of just taking a simple pass or shooting. You try to become a little flashy, so that might
Yeah.
be the only issue for him. But how do you fit in Rafinha and Ferran Torres? Does one go to the bench, or Ferran Torres plays as a center forward or something?
See, from what I saw last season, I think the squad will keep rotating. We won't have anyone who will be a guaranteed starter. I think there'll be only one person who will be a guaranteed starter, and that will two people actually. That'll be Ronald Araujo and
your goalkeeper,
Pedri.
your
Pedri.
goalkeeper also.
Except the goalkeeper. I'm telling except the goalkeeper. I don't think so that Aubameyang will start every game, or even if Lewandowski comes, he'll start every game. Or if Dembele is there, he'll start every game. These
He
guys will
won't.
start.
We know Dembele will start.
He won't be there only, bro. Half season he'll get injured. yeah. Yeah, but like जब से
Yeah, I
Xavi आया
forgot
तब
about
से तो
Dembele. You have like three
अरे
right wingers now.
भाई right wingers we have three. No, actually, Dembele can play on
Dembele
both
can play on the
wings,
both wings, so that's
and
no
I
problem.
mean, when Fati is
yeah,
fit, it's usually
Fati will
Fati
play
playing
on the
on the left,
left
right?
wing. It's Fati on the left, or he'll play as a striker. So it's either that or this. If Fati is fit, of course Fati will play. That's the case in Barcelona because they have given him the 10 jersey for a reason, and they believe in him. They think that he's a goal scorer, and I think that he has those goal scoring instinct. And yeah, so coming on to the wings, I think we have what um, Rafinha on the right wing and Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres can play as a left winger as well, and he can play as a striker as well. So see, now we have a lot of players in attack who can play in multiple positions.
Multiple
So it's
positions.
not it's not going to be a single-minded attack that Xavi is going to have. Sometimes he's going to play Ferran Torres as a striker. Sometimes he's going to play as a left winger or a right winger. It depends on the team composition. It depends on the team that we are playing. Sometimes Sergio Busquets might play. Sometimes Frank Kessie might play. Sometimes Nico Gonzalez might play as a CDM. So you never know. And I think Nico Gonzalez will be tried as a CDM this season.
But
So
every club does need an out and out striker right now. You need a proper goal scorer right now. You
yeah,
can
we have
consider,
that. We
you
have
know,
we have Aubameyang
you
as
yeah,
an
you
out and
keep
out striker.
Aubameyang, but once you get Lewandowski, would you rather have Lewandowski up front scoring goals for you, or would you rather have Aubameyang? You need to ask yourself that question.
That I mean that's like a no-brainer. Of course, Lewandowski will start
Yeah.
over
So
Aubameyang,
every
but
club does need a out and out striker right now. You consider at
yeah,
United, we don't have any. We just have Ronaldo, who is
yeah,
versatile, but he can't play the left winger role right now. I think
yeah,
he can play, but for 25-30 minutes, that's it. We don't have an out and out striker. We have Martial, but he can play left
Yeah.
wing, right wing, but he's not an out and out striker. So this out and out striker will cause problems if you don't have it in your team.
I mean, they can manage. I mean, even if they don't get Lewandowski, Aubameyang is an out and out striker. Yeah, he can play on the left, and he did play on the left for Arsenal for quite a bit. But
but why does
in
he
the
have to play
recent
on the
times,
left? We
he
we
doesn't
even
have
have
to play on the
Arte.
left.
He
Yeah,
doesn't
we
have to play on the left.
Arte for playing on the left wing. We have Elias to play for us on the right wing.
See, I
So we
mean,
have a
of
lot of
course,
wingers right now.
you can't expect Aubameyang to score that 30, 25, 30 goals, which Lewandowski can guarantee.
Exactly.
And of course, Lewandowski brings that extra package with him. People will be scared of Lewandowski, especially in the Champions League. Whereas
And he'll bring
Aubameyang, they
money.
can deal with him.
And he'll bring money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with
That's more
Aubameyang,
important for me right now.
Lewandowski is one of the best players in the world. So of
Yeah.
course, you can't compare those two. But yeah, Somil, how confident are you going into this season? Will you be able to challenge for the title, or do you think
टाइटल हमारा है,
you
बस
have a good?
घर आने की देरी है.
भाई इसको सब चाहिए, टाइटल चाहिए, चैंपियंस लीग चाहिए, फ्रैंकी
बस
भी चाहिए,
चैंपियंस
पैसा
लीग
भी
आई एम नॉट
चाहिए,
सो श्योर. चैंपियंस लीग आई
पैसा
एम नॉट
भी
सो
चाहिए
श्योर.
इसको.
Champions League, I'm not so sure until we get a proper defender and a proper striker. I'm not so sure about Champions League, but yeah, with
Proper
this squad
striker, yeah,
that we have,
you'll get Lewandowski.
with this squad that we have, I think we are ready to compete for the La Liga. I think we are ready to win it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, of course, if they get Lewandowski, then yeah, they have a chance.
No, I'm telling
They will
without
also-
Lewandowski right now.
Without
Like right
Lewandowski,
now.
I'm not too sure.
Without
See,
Lewandowski,
I mean, yeah, Ancelotti did all that, okay, but I'm still not 100% sure he'll be able to do that, replicate that this season.
Yeah, he
no,
can't.
I think Madrid did
It's-
have
it'll be-
the luck with them, but they are
Madrid
very good
has
team
lost
for this
players,
season.
bro. I mean, Madrid has lost players. See, if you see Modric, he's growing older. They've got Many, and how much did he come for?
100,
He
came
was
for
100 million size,
180 million,
100
100 million,
million.
something like
Exactly.
that.
So
100 million.
that's a price tag that he has to, he has to
Live up
answer
to.
for that. So their midfield is set, but then again, they have not played in the league that well. All of them all together. But like, yeah, they still have Tony Cruz and everything. So
I think the midfield
see.
is fine. I mean, not fine, it's world class.
oh, and
but
another one, Rudiger. So
Oh, yeah.
Rudiger.
I am not so sure Rudiger will be
Even I'm not sure.
that great.
Bro, we have
That
seen
great
Rudiger
in-
for so many years, bro.
Real
One
Madrid.
season he had he has been world class, but we know what Rudiger is all about. So I'm not
See,
sure he
one
can do that
season,
again.
why did he have that world class season? It was
Tuchel.
because he had defenders to complement him. He
The-
had Thiago
he
Silva.
competed
He
with
had
Silva.
he had Thiago Silva. He had Aspilicueta. He even had Christensen for covering his weaknesses. So he was the main asset, but there were his weaknesses that were covered by the other players. That's why he was
Also-
performing that well.
Also, he
Plus-
played in a back five. He had,
Yeah, so
Yeah,
he had
played
two
in a
centre
back
backs
five.
beside him.
Exactly.
and he had two proper CDMs in front of him.
Yeah.
So,
And
but yeah,
how well
but
did he play against City though? I'm not so sure.
No, he did play. I think it was against City where he scored an amazing goal. But yeah, last season he was,
Okay.
I think, probably better than Van Dijk last season. He was
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
he
the
was.
best centre
I
back.
agree to that.
Yeah,
Van
but
Dijk
wait,
wasn't that great last
one
season.
season I don't know how he'll be able to do that, if he'll be able to do that for Madrid. But see, Madrid's
Yeah.
midfield is world class. They haven't
Even Barca's
upgraded.
midfield.
I mean, even though yeah, they have Benzema and they have Vinicius, but I
I
still
don't know
think they need
why are
one
they
more.
not right winger, one right winger.
Yeah, they need one more attacker, new fresh attacker in that team to give that boost.
Yeah,
Because फिर से you're asking Benzema to go score goals, Vinicius do your thing.
I
exactly.
think their
And
whole
now
project, their
see
whole project
Vinicius, we
was
know.
based on Mbappe. Like you get Mbappe first,
Yeah.
and then you bring the
L,
other two players.
massive L.
But since Mbappe didn't sign, they have to change their whole project, and they got in two new midfielders, I guess, correct? Chumeni, and they got one more
They
player,
went
Rodrigo.
mad on Germany,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, uh,
Chow Many came for 100 million. That's a
yeah,
lot.
and they have Kamavinga, sitting on the bench. So I don't think in the midfield is a problem. But
No,
yeah,
he
I
They,
agree.
they, they,
he
they're, they're actually
he'll play a
banking on
better role.
they're banking on Hazard to come back to form.
Yeah, we forgot about Hazard. I think injuries has caused him a lot of problem. Like
But
Yeah,
Sommer
but what,
see,
told.
he's like
we're also
31 now.
overlooking Asensio. We're also overlooking Asensio.
I
He's
Isn't
think
he
he
late
played
with the
Asensio.
move
really well
away?
last season, but yeah, then again he doesn't have the pace on the right wing. The
He's more,
he's more of an
because
attacking
yeah, because
midfielder
yeah,
He's
than
more
of
like an
a
attacking
winger.
yeah,
midfielder, yeah.
because when Zidane came in, right, when he started using him, his outside the box goals used to come from the cam
Oh,
spot. That
bro,
was
that
from
was.
James. So that
Do
guy,
you remember the goal that he scored against Granada or something, bro? Last season,
he scored one
amazing.
goal against Bayern in the Champions League.
Oh
The
shit!
Remember
I
that?
just love that guy. I love that guy's finishing. Like his outside the box finishing was insane. And I think he rejected Barca to
When he
go
was
to Real Madrid when he was
yeah.
young. So yeah, I was pretty disappointed to hear that. He's a good player. I like him.
Okay, so Somel thinks that Barca are back, basically.
Yeah, I think with a centre back, one centre back,
But is
and I think
Christensen that
that
one
should
centre
be.
back?
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's
no.
what.
Count
Why?
it, count him.
I was like Christensen.
Count him. If Count comes, yes, I
He's
think
also
we
pretty
are in
expensive,
there.
right? Like 50-60 million.
Yeah, six.
But they'll decrease his price. That these guys are ready to include players, and Sevilla wants to buy Todibo. So Todibo's contract says that if he's bought by another club, Barca will get 25% of that because he's in Nice
Okay.
right now.
Yeah.
So they are like, yeah, you'll reduce the price, and we'll reduce the price for Todibo then. So it's a
Sounds
win-win
like a
deal
fair
for both
deal,
of us. Yeah.
All right. So last topic, we touched on this topic, but is Cristiano Ronaldo out of options? Sahisht is pretty confident that he's gonna stay.
Europa
No,
League incoming.
no,
The world hasn't
honestly,
seen Europa League Ronaldo.
yeah,
Bro,
honestly,
how will he
Bro, I
react to the
actually,
song? Do
I
they even
mean,
have a song?
before they, yeah, the video, I mean, Europa League does have a song. But before we get into the
Okay.
serious debate, if I was in charge of United, I wouldn't play Ronaldo in a single match in the Europa League, even if it's the finals. No, that would be very disrespectful to Ronaldo, and some
And
things
his
are big.
career.
Yeah, and his career. He's bigger than the Europa League. Let's face it. He's the god
Yeah,
of Champions League, so he is bigger than the Europa League.
agree to that.
But yeah, going into
God
the
of
serious
Champions League.
topic,
Debatable.
Sahish.
honestly, it was, his agent was telling that he would leave United if they didn't get Champions League. But, as United, they go one up and then they go four down. That's always United. And we managed to lose top four also. There was one reason for him losing out. But yeah, I think, when it came out telling that Ronaldo wants to leave the club, it was more of a strategy for the club to make players, for the club to sign players, because that was one thing we were lacking at United. No signings. We were just stuck behind Frankie Dion. From somewhere, Gerard Moreno has come on May 11th and he has told 95% Frankie Dion to United is done deal. Whole Twitter has gone down. United officials have ran behind Frankie for last 2 months. No signings in June, first time in United's transfer history.
Yeah.
Ronaldo has lost his shit. He doesn't want to play with McFred again. He has lost his shit. And then,
But I. No.
yeah, Yeah, and obviously,
What are his options then? I mean, he was heavily linked with
honestly,
Chelsea, but I was 100% sure. I was convinced he's not
I
going
would
to go to
rather
yeah,
Chelsea.
retire than play Europa League in, like if I was Ronaldo.
no, he won't retire, man. For sure, he can probably give 3 4 years to a top club even more. If United become
That's
a top
there.
club again, he will give 3 to 4 years. He
Or
like
or just
when
take a
Ronaldo
sabbatical for a
signed.
year.
Yeah, when Ronaldo signed, Ashwin and I made a video telling that what do you expect from Ronaldo to score this season? Both of us told 20, 25 plus goals, and he did that. The worst side United has ever had. No manager, no tactics, just vibes, and he scored 25
It
goals in
wasn't in
that season.
vibes, It reached a point where it wasn't in vibes.
It was just Ronaldo scoring so that we win.
Yeah.
It
And
was
every time
So
you
actually
scored,
the
I
head
think
and
you
the
won,
tail.
no?
yeah,
Ronaldo scored
Ev-
and De Gea saved our asses.
yeah.
Yeah.
So those two are the one main things that kept us in a top six. Otherwise, we'll be playing Brighton with Leeds. We'll be in relegation zone. That is
Bro,
one
and
thing.
the funny and the not the funny part, the sad part is he's not wrong when he said that we wouldn't be in the top six without Ronaldo Ade and the team.
Yeah,
We would
that's obvious.
actually, we saw United the whole season, and literally, no joke, okay, literally we wouldn't be in the top 10 without Ronaldo and De Gea. It
For
was
sure.
literally those two carrying us.
For sure. And honestly, when no one expected Bayern to come out and jump at Ronaldo, but their the Oliver Kahn, I guess, is
Yeah,
the main guy.
yeah.
He came out and
Yeah.
told that we wouldn't sign Ronaldo. I mean, obviously, Bayern also planned for the
Bro,
future
but
because
see, the thing for me about what Oliver Khan is saying is that he's also saying that Lewandowski is not going anywhere. So I can't think, like, believe that. Because if Lewandowski goes, then I think they will come for Ronaldo.
the
So I
thing
cannot,
is,
I cannot like believe that they're not in for Ronaldo and not believe that that Lewandowski won't move to Barca.
the
Wait,
thing with
if they come for Ronaldo, then where will Sadio Mane play?
Mane won't play
They
oh
got him
striker.
as
no, they got Mane because they wanted him to replace Lewandowski.
Mane is
yeah,
there
That's a
regardless. No, I don't think Mane is based on
No,
Lewandowski.
I think Samuel made a point. I mean, his point is valid because Sadio Mane
He
was,
can.
he can and he will.
they already have Coman,
They have Sane,
Gnabry, they have
Gnabry,
Sane, they
they have that
have
Gnabry is
Musiala
Musiala,
guy. Yeah.
four
Gnabry is on
wingers,
a move.
and Mane. If you start playing on what wing, then what are you gonna do?
We haven't seen Mane play as a striker though, so we don't know how that'll work.
That was because all the
He
time at
played no.
Liverpool,
He used to play as a
you had
center
Jota
forward,
playing the center forward role.
No, he played
but
If
he
more on the
was
wing.
tried as a center forward.
Yeah, if Bayern decide
Mane.
that they want to try a different formation, if Lewandowski leaves and Ronaldo is staying, they'll probably use Mane as a center forward because they
That's
have
I
a
think
proper.
Or they might
I
use
think
Muller
that's
as
what
a center
United
forward.
would do. That's what United does. I mean, we'll use what we already have, but clubs like Madrid, clubs like Bayern Munich, they'll go buy.
Yeah.
The thing
And
with Bayern is they already have something planned for the future, whatever happens. Like these clubs like Madrid,
yeah.
Barca, Bayern, these clubs and Chelsea, you consider any club except United and Arsenal because they're shit. These clubs always have planned something for the future. You ask, suppose, okay, at this point, if Laporta, the players came out and told that, suppose Gavi or Pedri told that they want to leave the club, they're done with the club and they want to leave. Barca will have two backup options to them from the before. You consider Bayern, Madrid. If Benzema says that he wants to leave the club right now, Madrid will go and buy three more players that they had in the backup list for more than 2 years. They have been scouting them. That's the one thing about these top clubs they have in the thing. United, if Ronaldo leaves right now, United will be blank for the rest of the season.
Regardless of
So are you
Ronaldo
telling
leaving,
United is not
even if
a top club?
Right now,
United are
United is not even.
no, we're not
I'm
a
honestly
proper
telling you,
football
as
club.
a,
We're a
I'm,
commercial club.
we are run by
Yeah.
people who just, United is like a golden egg to them. They're just keeping United because they're getting money out of them. One reason why the Glazers won't sell Ronaldo is because of the chick. Ronaldo is like the chicken for them, the golden chicken. You cut Ronaldo and he's gone. Fan base meltdown will happen. They're not going to get any
But
profits from Bruno's.
the thing is, Ronaldo is that big that you don't say no to Ronaldo when he says I want to leave. You can't.
Yeah.
You
So
can't
if
say
Ronaldo
no.
comes to the even to the Glazers, regardless of who the owners are, if he says I'm out, he is out. So it now depends. See, one positive of Ronaldo staying is Eric Ten Hag. Again, we spoke about Ten Hag early in the show. Ronaldo rates him But the only thing is the lack of ambition showed by the board, and in the lack of signings we've had. Dude, we've had like Ericsson's deal agreed like 2.5 weeks ago, and we still haven't signed him. We still haven't officially signed him for a
The
free
thing,
agent.
the thing I agree with, Ashwin, is that I not even agree. Like, I understand Ronaldo's demands that he wanted players by June. But the thing was, from where this Gerard Romano has come out of nowhere, and he has told Frankie is the top priority for Eric Ten Hag. And he was the top priority. No one knew about this. Not one single player, not Barca fans expected Frankie to be even linked to a club like United. Right now, you go on Twitter and you tell Frankie, every Barca fan will tell why will he join Europa League side when
Yeah,
Barca playing Champions League. So because of that, United did get stuck on Frankie,
but
thinking
he
that,
does have Europa League experience, so
yeah, thinking that United thought that Barca are in a situation where they have to sell Frankie before June 30th. I guess there was some
Yeah,
kind
there is
of,
some shit, bro. There is some bullshit.
yeah. So United probably thought that we invest the whole time on Frankie, we keep the other deals aside, and we'll get them on one by one. But because of that Frankie deal,
but
the whole
what are the
Ronaldo
other
saga
deals?
has gone.
What are the other deals?
It was Martinez, it was Pau Torres, Timber,
Pau Torres,
and
you guys are going for Pau Torres.
we
Not
were
now. We
going
were
for Pau
before. Now
Torres.
we're going for
It was like
Martinez.
the priority signing for us, but then we lost on Timber because of Louis Van Gaal. Then it was Pau Torres, but then the manager wanted Martinez, so we left Pau Torres.
Yeah,
We
of
got
course.
Martinez in. Then we wanted a centre mid. We wanted Ericsson was the manager's choice, but we wanted other
Huh.
centre
I
mids.
None of the United fans know why we are signing Ericsson, okay? But we're all fine with it because Ten Hag wants him. Like
Yeah,
literally, there's at least for us, we don't know where he's gonna play.
See,
But Ten Hag wanted him.
Ten Hag is like, I rate him very highly as a manager because what he did for Ajax is completely
I
unbelievable.
rate him. I
And
rate him as a coach, as a football coach.
yeah, as a football coach, exactly. So when it comes to playing football, I think he's really good. But when it comes to doing all the transfers and stuff, you need someone who is taking charge of the
Yeah,
situation and going
that's
forward.
true.
So
Very
I don't
true.
think so. He's
yeah,
that kind of a person.
yeah.
But
That
yeah,
is
if he says that he wants this player, that means he has something in mind for him, and he has seen something in that player, and he knows where to use that player.
And that's the thing. No, I
So,
mean, for so long we've been under
and
Solskjaer.
one more thing, yeah. I'll put this, and I don't think so. You guys will probably agree with me on this. I think that Bruno Fernandes should not play as a out and out attacking midfielder,
No,
because
I
see,
if
a
he
lot
starts
of
playing as an out and out attacking
he
midfielder,
hasn't.
then
Joe, the
then
game
your
against Liverpool.
defense is already shit. Your
Yeah,
defense is already
that's a
shit.
good point. I
I mean,
mean,
So
look,
if
you
I
don't have
agree with
anyone in the
Somil. No.
midfield
If
to cover
Somil
up that gap.
if Somil had told this point 6 months back, I would have, totally agreed with him that Bruno is not the type of player who you need under a Ten Hag system. Somil
No, I'm
knows
not
how
saying he's
Bruno.
not.
No,
I'm
no.
not saying he's not a player who
Have
doesn't
you
need
seen
a.
Bruno
Even Ten
play?
Hag plays. Even Ten Hag plays attacking midfielders at times. So it depends on the game. I'm
No,
telling that if he's
good
not doing
point.
the defensive, if you are not giving him those defensive jobs to play in that midfield, I don't think so. It's
No, but
good
see,
for him to
Somel
give
is
him
right.
only that free role.
see what I'm
But
trying
one
to tell
thing, no,
is
see,
You
no, no,
can't
no.
give him
What
that
I'm
free
trying
role.
No, what I'm telling is, yeah, that's what I'm telling. The free roll what Bruno got under Ole was just to get
Yeah.
the ball, throw it up in, anyone runs in, just shoot. That was what I'm telling about. Now, under if it wasn't Ten Hag and we got Poch right now, I'm pretty sure Bruno would have still continued that role
yeah,
for whatever for the
I
next
agree.
5 years. But right now,
That's
if
what
you
Poch
see,
call it.
yeah, but if you see the Liverpool highlights, if you see the Liverpool highlights, you will see that Bruno didn't make one pass under pressure or he thought that this was going to go for it, so let them run for it. It was all, thought with the mind and he gave proper passes and he made short passes with accuracy. That was one thing I noticed under him. Now,
That's that
maybe
that's
I
true. I
did,
mean,
I did tell Ashwin that, remember the first video when Ten Hag signed?
hmm,
I did tell you that he might use Bruno as a right winger because that's what he did with
yeah,
Tadic, I
Tadic.
think
Tadic,
at Ajax. Yeah, he used
left
Tadic
winger
as a
actually.
left winger. Yeah,
Yeah.
right winger or left winger.
That
So I
can
did
happen.
think that. So I think
That
he
can
is
happen. You
bringing
never know.
Eriksen as a player for the 2-3 games in a week. You have Premier League games. You rest Bruno. You play Donny. You play Eriksen. So he is bringing squad depth, but you don't question what Erik Ten Hag wants. Give
See,
him
it's
whatever he
not
wants.
really about the formation that I'm talking over here. I'm just
He
saying that
won't.
you can't give that fully free role to
No, but
you know
even
to
if
him right
even
now.
under Solskjaer, no, Bruno had free role in the attacking, but no one, not one single United fan will question Bruno's defensive ability.
No, that is for
Bruno used
sure.
to run back. He was the only player who used to sprint back and put in slide tackles, bro.
Exactly. He has to run back and do that. No,
He does
I'm
that.
not.
He does that.
Yeah, he does that. But I am saying when you are, pressing as a unit and you are defending as a unit, it should be like you're defending as one. It shouldn't be like,
Yeah.
this guy is
True.
out there attacking.
He's just telling
And
about Bruno's
that's what I'm
fancy passes, Bruno's Hollywood passes.
Yeah, United fans were concerned. I mean, before the Liverpool match, everyone said no, Bruno Fernandes doesn't have a future because of the risky pass, the Hollywood pass. He kept trying, but look at the point of view from Bruno. You're Bruno. You're probably the best player or the best, at least the best midfielder in the team. Your full creativity, your team depends on you to score goals. So what they used to do is give it to Bruno. He'll do something. So
Yeah,
Bruno, 9 times out of 10, he used to lose the ball, but the 10th time he used
that's
to get an assist
Barcelona.
or a goal.
That's Barcelona from
The tenth,
what
yeah, 9
2017 to 2020.
9 times out of 10 he used to lose the ball, but the 10th time he used to get an assist or a goal. So you can't tell him, because he had no option. We were that shit. What do you think? Bruno will do a side pass to McTominay and he's like, yeah, you create now. No, it's not gonna happen.
No,
McTominay is gonna pass it back
McTominay,
to the
yeah,
keeper.
see, that's where the problem comes in. That's where your defense gets weak. Because if you're
Yeah,
giving someone that role, even when I'll see, I'm not so, I'm sure that not everyone will agree on this. But even when Messi was there, Messi had that free role. Of course, he's Messi. You have to give him that free role. But he didn't perform his defensive duties that well. Yeah, he did come back, but all his game depended on was like how the opponent defense is moving. So that's where he used to analyze. So it was like 10 people were defending, and there was one guy who's analyzing the whole game. You pass it to him, and that's all. He'll make a goal for you, or he'll score a goal for you. So that shouldn't happen, and that'll create a defensive block in your team. So
you know,
yeah,
that
that's
was,
all I'm saying.
you know,
the
that
game.
I totally agree with this because this was the one reason why Ralph Ragnick failed at United. One reason why Ralph Ragnick failed at United was under Ole we had three players who the whole team depended on. It was Bruno and McFred. Okay, McFred was the seven. You know, we used to play seven defenders. If anyone remembers, we used to play seven
That's a
defenders.
good point.
We had Bruno up front, and we just had Rashford running in front. That's it. We had a Martial and Rashford running up
That's
front
a very good point. We actually depend on three players. McTominay and
because
Fred, उसका
yeah,
उनका role था कि don't concede, and Bruno's role was score. Get that
and
1-0 somehow. That is
as
literally us for 3 years.
as soon as as soon as the new season started, the Premier League teams understood McFred are going to play every game. You break them, you break United, and they broke us properly. As soon as Ralph came in, he told you have to play as a system. All the United players like, what is a system? We don't know what is a system. We only know pass, play, counter attack. That's it. He
हाँ,
tried implementing it
pass
in
it
the
to
first
Bruno.
game.
Bruno वहां
Pass it
खड़ा है,
to
उसको pass
Bruno.
कर दो बस.
Uh, he implemented in the first game. Now, what will the players do? Ralph has told two players, you sit back. Bruno is wondering these two players will run front. They are not running front. Hollywood pass gone waste. We lost the Champions League. Same way we lost to Atletico. Okay. Then we lost in the Premier League. Now Ralph is thrown under the bus because he tried implementing a system which never existed, and the players threw him under the bus because they didn't give him his freedom. One reason why Ralph failed. One reason why Eric Ten Hag is not going to fail is because he makes sure that every player on that team is playing as one, not as
Yeah,
a single player. You know, it's all on his own. This is one
Ten
reason why
Hag,
Eric Ten Hag
Ten
will
Hag has a very
succeed at
stern
United.
look. He has a very stern look. He looks at you, he
all these
puts their feet
baldies,
up.
bro. All
Yeah,
these all
bro.
these baldies.
And the
And
best
what
part
Pep
is
Guardiola,
he,
Eric Ten Hag.
and the best
Uh,
part is this man has learned from Pep.
yeah.
He is learning from Pep, and every bald guy who has learned from Pep is turned out to be a beast. Xavi
Now,
learned
Every
from
what?
Pep.
game, Xavi. I don't
Xavi
know.
learned
It's
from
an.
Pep.
I think we should call for Johan Cruyff over here because Pep Guardiola learned
Yeah.
from him. So
So yeah, he is the god, but yeah,
And
everyone has their own
Cruyff and
tactics.
Ten Hag.
I'm
Coman.
telling you, comment, bro. How can we forget Spurs doing business? How can we forget?
Oh man, they got long live. Yes, one guy gone. Yes,
That's the
yes.
only signing. I'm like, oh, okay, who cares? But
But they have made
Spurs
really
He has a
good.
have
lot.
done very good
How
business,
how
bro.
how do they see him as a productive centre back?
I
How is he
think
gonna fare in the Premier League?
I
Like
Bro,
think
I
as
think
how
he'll
do
be
you
fine,
see?
bro. He has Conte.
no, I
Oh
think
yeah, yes,
If
Conte.
they have, they have a
Barca are
defensive
gonna get.
manager, he's the best in the world.
I think Barca are going to get a better Langley than they are sending him right now because of Conte. He's one of the best defensive managers right now, and he plays at the three at the back, which might be Langley's
See,
strongest side.
Longley was good. Longley was actually good in the 2018 season that he
Yeah, yeah,
played.
yeah. So
He was
probably
good, but
after,
even till like
I don't think he's gonna
2019,
start.
2020ish. But after COVID, he gone over.
I
I
don't think
probably
he's.
think, after a year's loan, if Spurs don't trigger the clause for Longley and they buy him, Barca will get one of the
There is
best
no
centre
buy clause.
backs. Oh,
There's no
then
buy
I'm
clause.
pretty sure Barca will get one of the best centre backs after coming back from Spurs. I'm telling you, mark this
Thank you.
word because of
Yeah,
Conte,
sure.
Langley will be one of the best defenders. I'm telling you that.
We'll see. I mean,
नहीं
but
चाहिए
Spurs are
भाई
moving
रख लो.
mad, bro. Spurs are moving mad. They're doing a madness.
Yeah.
Right now, if the transfer window shuts down now, I think Spurs get third. I think they get above Chelsea. They've got
You never
Bissouma
know,
for
yeah.
25 million, bro. And they already
Yeah.
they have Conte.
Richarlison.
They got
Richarlison also they got.
Richarlison.
What, for
They've got
45, 50 million?
Bissouma for
And
25 million.
they have three strikers, na?
They've
Kane,
got
Richarlison, and
Perisic,
yeah, even Perisic.
Kulusevski. Last season he killed it. At least the half season we played, he played very well. So yeah, Spurs are a force to reckon with.
Who do you
Totally
reckon
agree.
will get the golden boot this season with Haaland, Nunes, Lewandowski, new clubs? And if you include Messi in a new PSG with a new manager, you include Mbappe also. And if Ronaldo is staying with Eric Ten Hag,
We
who do
should
you
talk
think
about
will?
PSG. We should talk about PSG. That team is just yeah. I don't like it.
No,
I mean, whatever they do, they can't win it. Even though they have the best player in the world, even though they have the second best, third best, whatever, they can't win. They don't play as a team. They can't play as a team. How will
Espe-
how? Okay,
Especially after whatever happened
tell
in that
me,
Mbappe thing.
yeah, tell me. The manager is there. He'll be like, "Ha, Neymar, you should track back. Mbappe, you should track back. Messi, you should track back. Or all three will track back." Oh, you can't tell that. You can't tell these guys to track
Mbappe,
back because
Mbappe after, especially after the contract, he's not gonna do shit, bro. He's like, I'm the main man. I'll sack you in the morning if the manager tells
He'll
you
be
me
tell
to
me
like,
to track
track
back. Next thing you
out,
track
out.
your bags. You're
He'll be like, you track your bags and go out.
going.
No, but PSG did
Yeah.
make a big mistake, giving him that sporting role at the club.
Why? You can't get no player is bigger than the club, you know. You can't give
Yeah,
him
but
that
Yeah, but
authority.
PSG don't
No.
have anything. No, I mean,
what do PSG have to lose? They just have money coming in. Appa, you take 300
yeah.
million.
Oh, what
Mistake,
is
mistake.
Mbappe?
What is
I'm telling
Mbappe?
you, if this guy would have come to La Liga or somewhere, no, he would have had a proper career. But
Yeah, bro, I agree with that.
after 2 3 years, he'll just be a player who is there in a farmers league and performing. That's all.
And no one's gonna care about
No,
that. Like
no
we
one's
all
going to care
know,
about that.
like we all know that PSG will win the league every season. We know
They can't
that
win
Mbappe
Champions
is
League.
gonna score every season. That's it.
They can't win Champions League. I'll tell you now
No
only.
one,
It'll be
no one rates PSG if they go win their title.
yeah.
Will they? Oh my God, no, no. तो वैसे ही Mbappe के
They
साथ भी
didn't
हो गया.
win that season. They didn't win that season, and no one cared that time also.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
it's
They didn't
PSG.
win the league also, and no one cared, bro.
Because that's PSG. No one cares, Anything happens, they'll be like, भाई league title मिल गया. Mbappe को एक और title मिल गया बस.
Bro, Liga is so easy that even Poch won it, bro. That's how
I
easy
feel
it is.
I feel so sad for Poch, I feel so sad for him.
They
He
don't
didn't
need a
get
manager to win the league.
he did
No one.
Yeah.
अरे
They're like,
मतलब
pass it to Messi, pass it to
हाँ,
Mbappe,
बस
pass it to
इतना
Neymar. That's
फुटबॉल
all.
तो उनको
Bas.
खुद आता है.
भाई अरे भाई
Yeah,
अब
Virati
See,
also. कुछ नहीं है
देख
तो
देख
लास्ट में Virati है बस.
हाँ देख PSG, everyone knows PSG have an amazing team. They have a world class team. But when we talk about City, when we talk about Madrid, when we talk about Liverpool, we know the way they play football. But PSG, there's not like PSG play the best football in the world. Like okay, PSG just play football. तो उतना तो normal manager के बिना भी कर सकता.
अरे
They
भाई
will
we
They
just
can
play.
send
pass it
आकाश
around and score.
They
भाई
don't
we
play
can send
attractive football. They play
They
that.
don't.
अरे भाई we can send Akash
क्या
Balaji
बोलेंगे?
win the League One and come bro for PSG. That that is the condition of League One right now. But yeah, imagine Ronaldo left a prime United of 2009 with Rooney, Scholes, and Carrick for a
Yeah,
Madrid which was just rebuilding
exactly.
that time. A Madrid that was rebuilding. He
It
knew
was not
that.
rebuilt, bro. One season only they bought full.
That's
What?
what.
Yeah, in one
That's what they
season
were
they bought.
That's what they were investing money into players, right? At
But
that
that's what
moment.
Ronaldo did now. Because he's like, I can leave this team. I think he won the Ballon d'Or with United that season, and then
He
Yeah,
won.
he still went
Yeah, he still
because
yeah.
went.
that
That,
was
His
that
his
was the
dream
scores
season
club.
they won the Champions League, no?
Yeah,
2008, 2009. Yeah.
Oh yeah, PK also left that season only. He came to us.
Huh.
no, PK
He
left in
won.
2006
No,
PK left
no.
long
He
back
won the he won the Champions League and then he
with
left.
us. He won the
Yeah,
with us.
Champions League with us, but he didn't win. He didn't leave with Ronaldo.
he left
PK
that
left
season
before.
only.
No, da. PK left in
No, that,
2006
that
next
was
summer.
PK left in 2008. He came to us in 2008. He won the Champions. You
We
guys won in 2007, 8, no? Champions
Yeah,
League.
Bro, we won in
That's
2008
when
9. 8 9 we won.
no
That was
no no.
Ronaldo's last season.
2008 9 was
oh
Barca's
yeah,
season.
actually 2008.
2008, oh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
2008 because uh,
And Ronaldo came in
2006
2009.
to 2008 is because PK left United at 2006. He went on a loan for 2 years. That's why I was like 2006.
Acha.
Yeah, it was
Then when he
2008.
came back from
2008,
loan on 2008, in 2008 he went to Barca.
2008, 2009 season we won the
Yeah, so that's
trophy.
what Ronaldo. I mean, Mbappe tells Ronaldo is his idol, but look at what Ronaldo did. He left one of the best teams in the world to go play for his dream team, and the rest is history. But Mbappe is like, yeah, they are my dream team, but इधर मेरे को बहुत पैसा मिल रहा है, इधर मेरे को easy है. He actually chose the easier option.
Yeah.
He
The
just
real challenge
sacrificed
for
his.
him would have
No
been to
respect
go
for
to Real
that player.
Madrid.
I have zero respect for that player.
Yeah, I think
have zero
Even
everyone's
if
lost respect for him.
even if Mbappe wins the Ballon d'Or right now, I don't think anyone
He's
would
not
be.
going to win the Ballon d'Or.
He
He's not
can't
going to
win.
win it with
Happen.
PSG.
How will he win? He doesn't have the Champions League.
He
Arey
won
bro,
the
you
Can't
Champions
win
don't
like
know
a
League.
Champions League.
what do you know about Ballon d'Or, bro?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's French, and he plays in the French league.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm not telling it about like Messi in general, but
But
I'm seriously
but it
telling.
is not like if he wins the league title and he's the what highest goal
Okay,
scorer and there's another
no,
guy who
even
won
if
the
you don't
treble.
consider the league title, we don't consider league
unless
title
see, there's only
until
one chance he has, which is this season. Unless he wins the league and the
and the
Champions
World
League
Cup.
and World Cup.
No,
Yeah,
Ashwin, forget about the
World
Champions
Cup
League
and
also.
World Cup is
Forget about
very
the
tough.
forget about the Champions League. You consider PSG already won the league title and the two whatever 30 trophies they have. Okay, he wins the World Cup. He comes in the top 10,
Yeah, I
not
mean, yeah,
in
that's fair.
top 5. Right now, if I'm telling you, even if Messi doesn't win the Champions League or if he wins the league title, he's not winning the Ballon d'Or right now.
You can't.
Honestly, I'm
Yeah,
telling
I
you.
agree to that.
Anything
You can't.
happens,
He can't win
even
unless
if
unless he performs really well in the World Cup or
really well
something.
and
I
he
don't think
scores
so.
30,
And
35 goals
that's
in that
how
season.
Yeah,
Mbappe
But
can. That's his
but do
part.
you
I mean,
really expect Messi to score 30 to 35 goals in a season with Mbappe and Neymar
he won't play
side by
all the
side?
games only.
he
He's
won't
he's
play. He
enjoying
doesn't
his
play there.
vacation. No,
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
he's
what.
enjoying his vacation.
Right
He'll
now,
come
the
next year.
only
आएगा
players who
आएगा.
I can
बारसा वापस
expect,
आएगा.
you can expect to win the Ballon d'Or if it goes on peacefully and normally would be Lewandowski if he wins the Champions League with Barca, Benzema if he does it again with Real Madrid,
That's
Benzema,
unlikely.
and you can consider Ronaldo if he wins titles with United. If a Premier League title is reached with United,
There's
maybe
more
next
chances
season.
of there's more
Ronaldo
chances of
Ronaldo has
Haaland next season than Ronaldo. I'll be
yeah
honest.
same.
They'll
Kevin De
probably win
Bruyne
the
also.
league. They'll
De
probably win
Bruyne
the league.
over.
Bro,
Yeah.
I honestly don't think City will win any Champions League for sure. That Yaya Toure curse is killing them.
Oh yeah, that
Pep
curse,
is
bro.
Oh,
we
they don't have
lose
any
here.
African in their team, no?
They don't have any African. They sold all the black players.
Oh yeah. Oh no, that's sad, bro. Shouldn't be racist, bro.
Should have been racist.
Arey, bro. The funny part is Jesus rejected Chelsea and Spurs for Arsenal. Can you imagine? Gabriel Jesus. He rejected Chelsea, Spurs for Arsenal.
But he'll be the star man there.
Yeah, that's why I think
So,
I can respect that. I can
Yeah.
respect that because he'll go play there.
Every
He
game.
won't,
He'll go
he
play
won't
there
go,
over.
He won't go to Spurs. He won't go to
He
Spurs
might
and play
he
there.
might
Kane
play
will play
over.
there.
He might play over Lacazette also. You never know.
Lacazette is gone
Lacazette
long
left,
back.
bro. He is their number 9
Wait, he
now.
left?
Jesus is the
He
he's free
left.
agent. He left.
He left to. He
Then,
went back to Lyon.
then there is no
So
another. There's no
Jesus
one else.
is the main man. So I can respect him for that because he wants to play. He goes to Spurs, he'll
And
be
he
back
has,
up to Kane.
he has good players around him though. I mean, whatever we say about Arsenal, but he has good players. He has Martinelli. He has Odegaard. He has Saka. How much ever
There's
you are
one
gonna troll him, troll him. But
one funny
he
thing.
is good.
Yeah, but the thing is, they have Arteta as manager. Yesterday, I saw that on Twitter. I was like, there was this Arsenal fan, and he was tweeting like, Ten Hag's first step is to replicate what Arteta did. And I was like, bro, we didn't get Ten Hag to compete with Arteta, bro. There's not a single United fan who's telling that Ten Hag's first step is to compete
Arey,
with Arteta, bro.
bro, that day on Twitter, some Arsenal fan has told that United lost Pogba. They bought him for 100 million and they again lost him for free. I forgot Arsenal paid 50 and 60 million for Lacazette and Aubameyang and they sold both of them for free. So man has gone and he has told Sir Alex Ferguson has told FA Cup is the biggest title in the world. I am trying to Google this from where this has come. I am not finding this quote.
Yeah, that is because they have won the most FA Cups.
So I am trying to Google it. I'm finding where has Sir Ferguson told this, where has he told, where has he told. Then I'm not finding it. Then this man has entered and he has told Arsenal's best season and United's worst season both are finished
Oh
in Europa
yeah,
League.
me
Man
and
lost
Sash
his
had,
ball.
No, but their best season is what? Coming fifth.
yeah.
Fifth.
They came
No,
sixth.
Oh,
or
that's what fifth.
They came fifth.
Bottling.
now.
Imagine being an Arsenal fan bottling top four on the final day.
And these guys have the audacity to tell, that they can beat Barca at this point.
He
Arey,
did say that.
the funny
did say
part
that.
was they made a Champions League what is that? Some
Oh
video.
yeah, I saw
The
that too.
champions with Arsenal.
Champions League का theme था, okay? उस पे Arsenal players are scoring.
Gabriel Martinelli scoring a banger. Final is against United. Out of every other club, they have put
I rate
United in the
Martinelli.
Champions League final.
Funny part is none of
The
them are in
one
the
player
Champions
that I
League.
like in Arsenal is Martinelli. That
One
is
player-
like the only player that I like.
One
that
player I really like is
no one
Odegaard.
else.
He was a pure talent at Madrid. I don't know why United didn't buy him.
Wait,
yeah, we signed Fernandes that
Ceballos
season.
went back to Arsenal or not?
No,
Man
no,
rejected Arsenal for winning Champions League.
I mean, yeah, he rejected that I won't play him, but I will win the Champions League with them.
Yeah.
That is
I won't play for Arsenal, but yes, I'll sit on the bench. It's fine.
I mean, but yeah, to be fair, Arsenal are doing good business. I mean, they got Jesus. They are looking for Tillemans. Good signing again. They wanted Martinez. They lost out on that because of Ten Hag. So they'll probably, I think they'll go for
Apparently,
another centre
there was
back
this
or a
thing.
left back.
These guys are like Arteta tried to call him, and they agreed, but United went and got him.
Yeah.
So
Martinez was ready to go to Arsenal. He
Yeah, he
wants
uh,
was-
Premier League move.
yeah, Arteta made a phone call, and apparently United were like, "Okay, fine, let's go, and we'll try to change their mind," and that's how they got him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Arey, bro, I
Ten Hag
feel
was
sad
his
for
manager,
Ajax.
so yeah.
Arey, I feel sad for Ajax, you know. There's this meme that Eric Ten Hag wants a new goalkeeper, Motagov, on Google. Who is Ajax's new goalkeeper? And then,
Yeah, that's
Oh,
how we're
plain-
scouting these days.
and the
Well,
plane
who
from
is Ajax's
Manchester,
striker? Who is Ajax's left back?
the
That's
plane
how we're
from
rolling.
United lands in Amsterdam.
But the funny,
and,
funny part is we actually haven't signed one single Ajax player till now.
Lisandro
We have been
Martinez.
linked, we have been linked with
Yeah.
everyone, and Martinez is going to be the first, which probably will happen.
we-
in a
we are
couple-
signed-
Onana is still in Ajax.
Inter-
Inter Milan.
Oh, Inter Milan.
Bro, but look at Ajax, okay? They're doing a madness. They just won the title.
They
They've
win
lost
every
their
time.
keeper. They don't win it every time. That's the myth. Only after Ten Hag came to Ajax, they started winning.
It was
Before
not
that,
every
it was
time.
PSV. It was PSV who were dominating when Ten Hag came as an Ajax manager. So that is a myth. Even I used to believe that yeah, Ajax always win, but it was actually PSV. And jab Tenak came, even for Tenak, I think first 2 years he didn't win the title. Uske baad he won three in a row. So now he's
That
leaving Ajax in a good position, but Ajax have sold everyone. They've sold their keeper. They've sold Mazeroy to Bayern Munich. They've lost their right back. They're
they've
losing
sold
their center back.
the center mid.
Tagliafico is linked. Tagliafico is linked. Who's the left back is linked to the move away. They've lost
They
Gravenberch. That's a center mid.
they've
They
lost the
they lost
striker.
Haller. They lost the striker to Borussia Dortmund. They might lose Anthony to United. That's seven first team players.
Oh yeah,
Arey,
United
bro.
also.
Seven. And they lost their manager.
But the thing
What are
about
they
this
doing?
Ajax and Dortmund are, I'm telling you, within the next month, Ajax will make 10 new signings of 10 new youngsters, and they'll kill
Yeah,
it in the
that's what they do.
They'll kill it. I'm telling you.
We'll see.
And
I
then
mean,
probably
it's not going to be easy for them. Losing their manager and giving it. See, anytime you lose a successful manager and you bring in another manager, on top of that, you have lost like more than half your team. That's going to be hard. Unless this
we
guy
we
can do
we
what Tenag did
experienced that.
and get
We
that.
we United fans experienced that.
See,
David Moyes.
we know that, yeah, we know that Ajax have good youngsters, but their big youngsters were Tenag's players. It was Matthias de Ligt, it was De Jong, it was Van der Beek. All three of them came from Tenag. And even this
Yeah.
season, Timber, Gravenberch, Mazeroy, all of them again Tenag. So we don't know if the next manager can do what Eric Tenag did.
Even Gravenberg left for
Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
So
Bayern is
it's not going to
making
be easy.
moves. Bayern is getting Lillet also.
अरे
Yeah.
bro.
क्या
Chelsea
टीम है भाई,
wanted.
मतलब कोई जाते हैं पता नहीं कहाँ से ले आते हैं.
But from where did Bayern manage to sign 4 players for 50 million? Tell me that.
Negotiations, bro.
I don't
That's called negotiating skills, which
Bro,
we
they
can't
got
relate
Mane.
to.
They got
Which
Mane
we
for
can't
40
relate to.
million. They got Mane for 40
Getting
million.
Mane for
Two
like 40
players,
million is a madness.
two players
Yeah.
for free, and they're getting Delete for 50 million. Imagine.
Lillet
That's
for
how they
50
roll.
million is a very big bargain.
That's how they roll.
You know, United were linked to him, but then we got Martinez at fuck off.
They have Upamecano also. Oh my god.
They have a good team, bro. I mean, we know what Bayern Munich.
But they left. They left. Oh yeah, Sule left for them. Yeah.
Yeah, big difference.
Big difference, man. They have Kimmich, bro. That CDM I would love at
Kimmich.
United.
They have Goretzka. See, there were two players I always wanted. One is Goretzka and one is De Jong. I really
got-
rate Goretzka, bro. It's too good.
He can score.
Yeah,
Actually, both can score.
Yeah. But it's
Arey,
interesting.
bro.
I mean,
Ashwin, you think
Somil, as a Barca fan,
Hmm.
where do you see De Jong play at United? There's a big debate going on within United fans. over
because,
that.
United.
you know,
CDM.
yeah, because you know,
CDM, there is-
one of the
You don't have a CDM. See, we have a CDM. हमारे पास जो CDM का भंडार पड़ा है यहाँ पे, तुम्हारे पास एक भी नहीं है.
अरे
तो
भाई
तुम
Somil,
खिला लो
it
उसको
was-
वहाँ पे.
मेरे को नहीं
भाई,
लगता वो खेलेगा उधर.
Somil, one
फिर
of
कहाँ
the
खेलेगा? No. If he's not playing there, yeah, he can play as a center midfield, but who will play as a CDM then? Or you not
That's
play
the
as a
thing,
CDM
no.
at all?
We need a CDM, but we're not looking for one. But
Arey,
Make him play as a CDM.
I know for a fact Tenag won't play him as a CDM. Everyone's telling he'll play as a CDM. Even Sash might say that he'll play as a CDM, but
no.
Ten Hag,
See
he-
what I'm telling you is
there was an
I
interview.
don't
One
remember-
second. Let me finish this. There was an interview in which there was a question when when De Jong was at Barca, and then some Dutch journalist had asked why are Barca not able to get the best out of him, and that's what he told, because they're playing him as a CDM. To get the best out of De Jong can play as a CDM. I'm not denying that. But to get the best out of De Jong, I mean, yeah, see, Pogba can play as a CDM, but that's not his best position. That's the same with De Jong.
now I'll tell
See,
you.
I'll tell you this. Wait.
No, Samuel, wait.
See,
After,
okay.
I think after this interview, there was a lot of debate about in Barca that should De Jong be playing in Busquets' position and should Busquets be dropped because of his age. And then afterwards, when United were linked with De Jong, I don't remember this guy's name. He came out and he told that. Even Koeman told that. I'm not sure about how Koeman plays, and he fucked Barcelona for sure. But when he was the Dutch coach, he always told that De Jong will and always will play the DM role. I kind of remember that when Koeman came in at Barca as a new coach, he told that De Jong will be playing as more of a deep lying midfielder than whatever Who was Barca's previous manager before
Bro,
Koeman?
even now
Setien, Setien.
during
Setien.
Nations League, De Jong himself said that his best position is. I mean, he enjoys playing as a CM.
Yeah, but United, as you know,
I'll tell you
Eggman
this
plays.
why. I'll tell you why he enjoys playing as a CM. See, in Barca, there's a CDM Sergio Roberto. Sergio
Busquets.
Busquets. So, and his development, what happened in Ajax, he used to play in a smaller league, of course, and now when he came to La Liga, he played in a bigger league, and his development which happened, that was in the CM position, and that's why he's more comfortable now in that position than at CDM. But it's not like he can't play as a CDM,
He can.
because
He can.
when he plays as a CDM, Sergio Busquets is not playing. So it's probably Petri and Gavi playing. So he has two really good midfielders to complement him. That should be taken into consideration. And at United, I don't think so he'll have those, two midfielders to complement him.
But
Because if
can De Jong
unless
play as a
unless
lone
Bruno,
CDM? Matlab
huh?
अकेला. Can De Jong
Can
play
he play
as
an
one
alone
CDM instead of a
CDM?
pivot? Matlab pivot matlab
See, if
instead of
you're
him playing
playing, he can play as a lone CDM,
I
but
mean play as it, is he
then
good at
again,
it?
he is good at it.
Okay.
He has played that position well, like in the past, but of course we had Sergio Busquets, and no one can replace that guy. That guy set the bar, very high for us, and yeah, he can play. But see, right now he's comfortable in playing as a center midfielder. So if he has to play as a center midfielder, yeah, let him play as a center midfielder.
And I
लेके
think
आओ एक और
I mean हाँ
और
मेरे को
और
लग रहा है
you
कि
can
Ten
play
Hag knows him तो मेरे को Ten
और
Hag I think he plays a box to box.
or yeah or you what you can do is you can play Lisandro Martinez and him as a center in a double
Yeah,
pivot.
that's a possibility.
But
Lisandro
then you have
Martinez
Harry
has
Maguire
the
back,
qualities
no?
in that. अरे उसको बाहर फेंको बे, तुम अपना एकेडमी ग्रेजुएट खिला लो इससे बेटर.
अरे भाई नहीं सुनेगा यार माँ.
Anyways,
Fine, bro.
it's been a very long show. We've gone for over 90 minutes. Saumil gate crashing our show in the middle, and United news going all the way to Barca. Anyways,
Yes.
we'll try doing this more often, especially during the transfer window and the
Hey,
preseason.
wait. Now top four should we include Spurs and remove Arsenal and remove United?
Yeah, I mean we deserve to get kicked out after the way we played last
Wait,
season.
wait till the transfer window gets over. If you get
Yeah,
Frankie De Jong, then you have
we'll
a
do the
chance
prediction.
of
Yeah,
coming to me.
top six or big six will be back before the season starts. So we'll do that. We'll predict that time. So, but anyways, thanks guys for joining.
Thank you, Ashwin.
Uh, drop a like, guys, subscribe, and we'll meet you all soon. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.